chills. My jewelry coat is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Let's go. Pepper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving that soldier chills. My jewelry coat is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Blow your mind. Ooh, why you do that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get. Too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Buffalo Bills. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
So don't say nothing. Switch.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Check, check. Lock 29.
Hey, Haywood.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, Mike 7.
Well, Mike 34, Mike 34.
Later one.
Let's go.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Bring it.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Come on, D. Check. Cross.
On 1st, they go right back to Howard. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Check 50, check 50. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Watch the run. Raider 9.
On play action, it's Carr sliding out of the pocket. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. And they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short impact this offense. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Carr eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
Raider one.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shit. Watch the shit.
Deuce right T. 29. 29. Go. Go. That's it.
Now a play fake. Carr. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You're mine.
He's coming. Double up. SOS.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Switch.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Check.
One. Raider one. Blue draw Corker.
34. Scoop. I got one.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Check 26.
Kill.
Hey, 734.
Big dad.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 734.
I'm here all day.
Hey, Alpha.
58 to Mike. Tighten up. Pull it together. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 to Mike.
Now they'll throw with Carr. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
132 fighter. Express.
He's checking crack.
Smooth.
58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. Check.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming for you. You must.
They run with Howard.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
54.
Hatchet. Hatchet. Sponge. 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 No, no, no.
22, Jet, Bomber. 22, Jet, Bomber.
Running with Howard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a...
Blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson forced out to his left. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
19. 26. Get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Check
34.
Motion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'm going to hit you.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got you, boy.
Right Monday, down.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Express.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. It's caught by Bryant. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6:37.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
One down. 280. Mike, 34.
3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. White. There we go. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run on first down. Bernard. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Heavy. Kill. 694. 5.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 13-year man puts it through. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now Watson to throw on 3rd down. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
18.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Try the right side with Howard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go with Howard again. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And this one is right down the middle. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You got nothing.
Hey, check 21. 6-18.
Bravo.
They can't hang with us.
On play action. Now Carr. It's caught by OBJ. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Raider 2.
58. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Got you back.
Play action. Now it's Carr. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
85. 808. Express.
Hey, Delta.
This is Jones. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
What down? 280.
Quarterback, don't get nervous.
Well, Jumbo.
Get in this turn, you up. Don't get nervous.
They'll go again to Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
180.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Check 3. Check 3.
Move that down. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Watch the out. Watch.
Pilot, 64. Weak.
Check 37.
On 3rd down, Carr drops it to Jones in the flat. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Let's go, fellas.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Slam.
Here's Brown. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Malcolm Brown, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
On 1st down, Bernard. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Down. Blue 80. White. That's got to be a long. 93. 93.
Again, here's Bernard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run. This is Brown. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. It'll come from the 7-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 27, Watson escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to throw, Watson. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
On third down, this is Howard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
19, 58, the mark. Rip right. Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Weber. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Set. 19. Man, I got you.
Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
All right, T, let's check. All right, T. Check three.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
I'm going back to you. Watch safety creeping.
They'll run it here with Brown. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Ross on the return. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. On 1st down, it's Weber. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Reset. 19.
Mike 50, huh?
Mike 59.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long
54.
Check.
He's back to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Rabbit.
And 31.
Here we go on 4th. Watson got a man. It's Ross, complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey,
One last throw here for Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Rams, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our